All right, Heidi, thank you so much for meeting with me today. It's been a pleasure talking to you so far. I understand that your last assignment was about 2 years. You were an assistant construction coordinator, and it was an assignment, like a contract that you were
Yes.
doing.
hmm
All right, why don't you tell me a little bit about what a day in the life looked like in that position?
I would help to do orientation and paperwork for all the new hires. I would check in the vendors, um, do basic office type skills with, filing and reports, payroll, attendance. And then I would always run errands for any type of materials they would need to be picked up, fueling up the vehicles, uh, escorting different trucks into the work site, and telling them where to go and stuff like that.
What type of construction was it?
They were building an electrical plant, adding on to an electrical plant in California, and then we did solar in Wisconsin. And I would do quality control as well, go out and check all of the employees' work to make sure it was up to standard, and do observations for safety.
Okay. So when you said you were hiring people on, were these like subcontractors that worked for the construction?
They were through the union, but we had to bring them through orientation and do all their paperwork with them.
Okay, gotcha. And so when you were doing that, you were in office, but then you also did go on site and
I did field work as well, yes.
okay. All right. And were you doing like the quality control and the safety meetings and procurement as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And
And
purchase
then,
orders.
I'm sorry,
Purchase orders.
purchase
Yeah.
orders. Okay. So were you doing a little bit of accounting as well?
Yes.
What systems did you use for accounting?
It was mostly just purchase orders through their specific website. I don't really remember what the name of the program was.
Okay. When what about Microsoft Office, Excel? Are you comfortable
Yeah,
with that?
I worked with that.
Okay. When you worked with Excel, were you doing a lot of data entry or were you building reports?
It's mostly data entry.
Okay.
And reports, like daily reports on staffing and what was being done for that day.
Okay. And then before that, you had a lengthy, long career with UPS. Really great company. I know that they've got really great training, and I'd love to hear about what you did there.
Oh, I started out as a driver helper in a Christmas season. Then I got hired on to work in the customer counter, which was packing stuff for people and selling supplies. From there, I went to loading trucks. Then I became a supervisor and trained people how to load trucks, did reports for safety and quality insurance and inspections for their vehicles. Then I went into the office and worked as doing dispatch, customer complaints, and investigations for missing packages, the procurements from the customer counter, hourly and daily reports, and trying to just fix any problems that came up with people's packages that were missing or sent to a different location. Try to get it back to where it belonged.
So lots of logistics, customer service. Why don't you tell me a little bit about maybe like overcoming some customer challenges? I'm sure with packages, there's always that side of it. So how were you able to overcome that if someone was upset about a package not arriving or
We would
damaged?
have a particular customer every month that would never be home to sign for his medication, and it became a horrible match on the telephone with him. But we figured out a way to find a secure place at his house to leave the package and have him sign a release so that he would not have to be home to receive his medication. And I once had a woman, she was getting married the next day, and her wedding dress was sent to the wrong distribution center. I stayed there most of the night past my shift just to make sure I could keep in touch with the the driver to make sure we got it from the wrong facility to the correct facility, because she was getting married the next morning. And that really made me feel wonderful when it came in, because I couldn't imagine going through that.
Well, that I'll tell you right there, you made somebody's. They probably didn't realize all the things that you did on the back side of that behind the scenes, but
Right.
I'm glad that that was a happy ending there. Um, so now, next step, you're looking for an opportunity here in Volusia County. What type of role would you like to do ideally?
Mostly office type position, with the same things I was doing before: answering phones, customer service, filing, data entry. I like to help people, so I really enjoy customer service and getting things done and having somebody happy at the other end. Um, I also don't mind taking on different roles, whatever needs to be done. I like the go-to girl in the office. You need me to get errands done or anything like that, I'm all for it.
What about like incoming phone calls? Not necessarily a call center, but
Mhm.
what about like a job that you are on the phone a lot? Are you okay with that?
Ye-
Incoming, outgoing? Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop this portion of the interview, but don't go anywhere. We've got a few more things to chat about.